All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend, and hopefully you guys enjoyed taking yesterday off. Yesterday, I looked at the market and I was like, "Oh my God, this is terrible," which was nice to see considering we took it off. There's been a lot of days we take off thinking it's gonna be bad action, then there ends up being like decent movement. So we'll take it. But what's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Alex? Got this trade set. This platform, I'm using Top Step X this morning, so that's why it might look a little different. And we'll see. I'm just gonna try it out. There are some good things and bad things already now that I've been playing around with it. I think the good things are really just the kind of like the parameters you can set in the background with your risk management, things like that. You know, the no spread is nice, obviously. Things like that. But there are a couple cons too. I mean, I'm sure these are things that will improve and get better as time goes on, but such as like, you know, like I kind of like using some of these ICT concept indicators just like see things quicker, such as like these opening price levels and things like that.
Order filled.
Which you can't get on Top Step X, unfortunately, at the moment. So, but yeah, guys. All right, I'm in this short. Just doing one contract, I guess, for now. I see that we came down and just swept this low here. I'm assuming this is a higher time frame imbalance right here. Let's check it out. Yeah, so it is a little bit higher time frame imbalance. It's also bouncing off New York midnight. But kind of feeling like we could be due for a little bit of a sell-off after not really getting one on NFP Friday. Yesterday didn't really move much, and we've swept previous day high so far this morning. On both ES and NQ. So nice reaction so far, guys. Basically just, yeah, reason for entry was getting this 5-minute CISD going into the macro as well. Previous day high swept. I guess that's really it. I didn't really see any SMT to note, to be honest. Let's look at Dow Jones. Yeah, I don't see an SMT, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, nice reaction so far. I'm gonna scale in here a little bit, and let me change this. I'm just gonna watch NQ, I think. Oops, shit. I need to change my. I'm gonna change the interval here. Okay, let's turn this to NQ. The other kind of like thing that I'll have to get used to if I'm gonna use this platform is like a TradingView. I'm so used to like, you know, having on, you know, the watch list on the right, so I could just like toggle, and I know like where they are, so I could just go up or down arrow on my keyboard and like get me there quickly. They don't have that on this. You just gotta type it in. So just little things like that. So far so good. Going for about a 2.5 R here. Just taking it down to the low. So some light to get the week started, guys. Just some light. And then yeah, I mean, if it all works out, I'll add it. Otherwise, you know, where I'm looking to remove my risk would be probably the beginning of this order block in this imbalance right here. At that point, we're like 75% of the target and hitting an opposing PD array. So this low is 830 low. Okay. London low was taken out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna move my TP up to here. 52.5 officially, 2.2 R. Just take it down to the New York Open. If we started closing back up here, I'd probably then look to just take my trade off. All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna hop out there. Took it off about 20 seconds before the close. Looking like so we just inversed this volume imbalance. Just had another little bullish change in the state of delivery here on the 5. Well, all right. We'll see if we can play along here in a little bit. I want to let these candles close. See if we leave any FVGs behind. Got the 3 and the 5 pulled up. About to leave this 3-minute gap behind. I feel like it'd be worthwhile to take an attempt along here. That's the other thing too, is you can't do this. Like TradingView, you can just click this, create limit order, etc. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Order filled.
You fucker, are you serious?
Order filled.
What are we doing? What is going on here? No, okay, market buy. I clicked the wrong one. That's my bad. Jeez. First time trading? Think about how the shorts feel when they buy stops. What? Think about how the shorts feel when their buy stops above 235. Yeah, think about it, man. They're probably not gonna like it if those get hit, huh? We'll see. We'll see if he has that same energy if this long loses. Like, he's gone back and forth on this himself. He's said many different things.
Filled.
So it's something you got to play around with. But for me, what is going on here? Oh, I know why it's doing that. I know. I'll show you guys why it's doing that in a second. I know why it's doing that. I set up the bracket. But anyway.
Order filled.
Fuck yeah, man. Would hate to be those shorts up here. Enigma. And yeah, could be a stop run there too. All because I didn't put my stop at the low. But yeah, moral of the story, Finley, I would say whatever you do, just pick something and try to be consistent with it. I've gone back and forth on it. I've tried them both. In one instance, if you enter off the higher or lower PD rate, depending if you're getting short or long, you know, you're gonna have a wider stop, which is fine. But then inversely, if you were to use a lower PD array, like for a long or a higher PD array for a short, you might get left behind sometimes. But it all depends what you're comfortable, like with your risk and where you want your stop to go and things like that. I try to like have a happy medium in between. Like, I don't like a fucking fat stop loss. I like my stop loss to be, I mean, obviously as tight as possible, but I don't like it being more than 30 points. And the way that I kind of view things, I like to view it as in terms of probabilities. Like, one of the only ICT things, well, not only ICT, but one of the many ICT things that has stuck with me the most has been, like, one time he said, if 3 PD arrays fail, your asses and your stop loss are probably next, right? So when I'm putting my stop loss somewhere, I'm thinking in that way. I'm thinking of like, okay, what's protecting my stop loss? And like, what do I think price, where should it not go? And if it does go there, does that make the probability of my trade losing be higher? Or, you know what I'm saying? So like in this instance, I put my stop down here to include all these fair value, like the fair value gap candle sequence, right? So I put it like at these body lows. And the reason I did that is because, well, in my mind, if we come down even to here, listen, can it hit it and turn around? Yeah, of course it can. And we've seen it do that. But like probability wise, like, isn't it more likely to probably just continue lower? So that's kind of how my mind works with it, you know? Like, if it's going to come here, it's probably going here anyway. So it's like, why not save myself a little bit on it? That's kind of the way I look at it. But you know, every once in a while that gets me, right? Where I was just a little too stingy with it. That shit happens. So we took a short, nice reaction. Took it off just before break even. Just took the L on the long here. I'm basically just waiting to see now if we leave a gap here again. And I'm being like, I want to be patient with it because I'd hate to like short this and we're just inside this wick. What the fuck? That's not what I want. Turn it all off. Useless LOL 1 hour wicks. Listen, fucking guys, hey, at least I told you. I fucking told you that made me nervous. I did. You guys fucking heard me say it. I told you. And then I let you guys sway me into longs. You guys, look what you're doing to me. I'm not taking any responsibility. This is all your fault. No, I'm kidding. It actually looked like a good long, especially off of that 1 hour gap breaker. I mean, it was. I see the argument, man. I really do. You know, but you know, when you're in between the PD arrays, that's the mental game you play, and that's why I'm just trying to be extra patient now, because I feel like the worst thing that you can do is like keep flip flopping your bias. When you do that, it's just, man, it's tough, especially if you end up getting a choppy day. Like, get choppy and you're sitting there going, oh, I'm bearish, I'm bullish, I'm bearish, I'm bullish. And it's like, fuck. It's like the cash release strategy. You know, sometimes in that case, you are better just sticking to a bias and then only taking what you see in that direction, or just not taking anything. But yeah, that's a bummer, huh? All right. I'm going to attempt one more short here with my stop going up here. Oh, I forgot it. So the reason the bracket keeps showing up, I don't even need to put that. I set up my risk. I'm going to take it down to the low again. But I set up my risk parameters, which I realized I didn't set this yet. Like you can set like a personal daily loss and profit limit to where it'll block you out after you hit it. But I set up this bracket just to have it, and basically I set it up. I'm like, oh, I'll just automatically put it at 500 risk, 1,000 profit, and then I'll just move it from there. So that's why I was doing that. But yeah, plan for this short. Obviously, short the 5-minute imbalance. Basically, just trying to get back on board for the original short idea. Yeah, take it down for sure to the low here, and then I just leave a runner. I kind of want to try out the trailing stop feature as well. Basically, you can set order type, trailing stop. So if I were to put this on, if I was in a trade that was in profit, I could set the trailing distance and like the number of contracts I want taken off at that trailing stop order. So that's kind of cool, have a trail behind it. Like if you really wanted to leave a runner, you could trail it by however many ticks. But yeah, I just think that's kind of cool. I'd like to give it a shot.
Order filled.
All right, guys, one more attempt here. So that's what I mean. Like the bracket automatically is set to 500 and 1,000. And like, here's the way that just like my brain works. Like, truthfully, I don't see why I shouldn't put my stop above this high. And that might be stingy. But the reason I think that is because I'm like, if price comes up here, don't you fucking think it's a high chance we're just going to go here anyway? So it's like, but then again, the other dilemma that you got to think about is like, well, would you hate to get stopped here and then have it hold when you could have just given yourself 4 extra points? See what I'm saying? So as far as like stop placement using fair value gaps, there isn't really a right or wrong. It's just whatever makes the most sense to you and whatever you do, you just got to pick one and be consistent with it, I think. All right, guys, I'm just going to hop out there. Okay, I didn't.
Order filled.
I accidentally canceled my stop loss on accident instead of that. All right, so I'm down just under 1% on this account. Nice. for the morning. Took it off. I think we're just going to keep pushing higher here, it looks like. Yeah. Well, it started off nice. Of course, that's the only trade I used one contract and didn't take anything off. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty sick. Went back and forth on the bias today. Did a perfect cash release. Short, stopped at break even. Long, stopped out. Short, stopped out or closed it off, but same thing. Perfect cash release today. I mean, in hindsight, I can look back and regret the trades I took because I am in red for the day. But yeah, I really don't regret either one of them. Like either of these last two, didn't pan out the way that I wanted, but I can't say that I really regret them. Only in hindsight you can say something like that. So yeah, man, the journey continues. Still trying to get better at trading every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. And that's that. Some might say, I guess there's levels to this shit. I'm eyeing up like this potential long. So I think I'm just going to set a limit order on this. Yeah. See, so like, here's a good example too. Like, some people are just like automatic two contracts. It's like, bro, now you're risking 0.5% or 1% on one trade. I don't know. It just seems like a lot. Not a lot of grace there. So I'm gonna set a buy limit, guys, on this 15-minute order block. I want to see like where it forms a high. I might just target straight up 1 to 2. Stop at the low. Open off or entry off the open. Might leave behind a 15-minute fair value gap over, but you would have to wait for another 15-minute candle for it. But yeah, I'm gonna set this limit and just see where we can go. But yeah, this morning, decent short initially on the 5. Obviously, then we got a little chop in the 5-minute there. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Any questions, guys, before we hop off? But this is what I'm going to go for, I think. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys in the Discord in the meantime. Okay, guys? Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. Talk soon.